New listings continue to decline, pushing home inventories down and keeping median price stable.
Let's check out what's happened over the past few weeks, and then we'll zoom out to look at long-term trends.
Yes, so looking at August to September, we had a 5.7% decline in new listings, 3% decline in pending sales. Closed sales were up 0.9%. The days on market up 5%. Median price fairly stable, only declining 1.6%. From August to September, and we've been seeing similar numbers over the last couple of months, up one, down one, etc. So this is pretty standard for 2025. And the number of homes for sale overall down 7.2%.
Okay, well, let's check out some long-term trends. And let's get started with new listings.
Yes, so as I mentioned, new listings are down over the last few weeks. However, looking at the year-to-date numbers and 24 to 25, new listings are about the same for detached homes in September of last year versus this year. A few more condos on the market than there were last year or listed last September than this one. But then when we look at these year-to-date numbers, we have a 34.2% increase in new listings this year, which is leading to the current higher inventory. Although that has been declining over the last few weeks, it is still high. It is still high.
Now, let's look at the SDAR chart, the historical new listings, this long chart. Now, I have a little bit of a bone to pick with the San Diego Association of Realtors because look what they did to our chart. This used to go back to 2012, and now they made it so it only goes back to 2020.
That is true.
And the year before that, 2019, was when inventory dropped off a cliff.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure why they did this, but I guess maybe they got tired of us talking about this and bringing it up every month, and they just decided to take that chart away so we couldn't talk about it anymore. But if you're watching, people from SDAR, please give us our long charts back.
Yeah. What the heck? This used to go back to 2012.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And now 2020. And no one really wants to just go back to 2020. I guess they're telling us that we need to forget everything that happened before that.
We could protest and stop paying our dues, and maybe they would give us the charts back then.
Maybe so.
All right, let's talk about closed sales.
All right, so closed sales are up 5.1% this September versus last on detached homes. They're up 8.1% on condos, although year to date, closed sales actually down a bit, 0.9% detached, 4.7% attached. So you see this sort of a decline in closed sales here over the last month or so, although it's been very steady kind of all year and actually came way up from January up until April and kind of fell off. But it seems overall like pretty much the same number of closed sales this year as last.
Yeah, it's following kind of a seasonal trend too. We tend to slide off into the fall and then pick up in the new year.
True.
Let's check out median prices.
Yes. Now, median price on condos from September 24 to 25, up 3.2%, and then down 2.8% for detached homes. But look at this. I mean, median price has been really pretty much, basically the same or largely the same over the last 3 years. We see a modest increase year to date, 1.4%. There was a 9% increase from 23 to 24, but we really just haven't seen very much movement in median price over the last 3 years here. And you can see that right here. It's just kind of steady right here on this $1 million line, more or less, but definitely way up from back here in 2020.
All right, let's check out inventory of homes for sale.
Inventory of homes for sale.
Man, that's dropping off.
Yeah, it reached a 7-year high right here in, I guess, June, July timeframe, and has been sharply dropping off. Now, this is due to a lot less new listings coming on the market. And yes, there's expireds and there's canceled.
People like to talk about that, how
Yes.
folks are pulling their homes off the market. And there's some of that going on. But if you look at the numbers, that's not the major cause of the decline.
No, the major cause of the decline in new listings is just pending sales are remaining very stable, less new listings, and declining inventory. At the beginning there, I meant to say a drop off in inventory, not new listings. But yes, we've had less new listings, same number of pending sales, dropping inventory. And you're going to have to trust me on this. When I look at the number of expired, canceled, withdrawn, all of that, it's about the same as it ever is.
Well, people probably don't want to trust us, so maybe we could make a different video about that and we could get in there and show the data.
Yes.
Not today, but soon.
We'll get into the nitty-gritty on expired, canceled, and withdrawn here very soon.
Yes, we promise.
I'm actually working on a new segment for that.
Cool. All right, here's this week's Freddie Mac chart of average mortgage rates.
Yes, so interest rates are at basically 12-month lows, although here a couple of weeks ago we were more like a 13, 14-month low. Here about a 12-month low, 6.3%. And you know, this is really good for buyers because it brings that monthly payment down and expands the number of homes they can qualify for, and it helps sellers as well because it brings more buyers. So with rates coming down a little bit, new listings down, inventory down, it's starting to create that competition for the really good, well-priced listings again that we weren't seeing so much earlier this year. Although there's still plenty of excess inventory out there to burn through. So if you're a buyer right now, you do have options.
All right, well, we need these rates to come down just a little bit more to really shake things loose, but...
or even a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
I mean, that might be too much to ask for, but maybe we could wish for a little more right now.
Well, experts have been saying for years that just around the corner, the rates are going to be in the 5s, and that's what's going to do it. It hasn't happened yet, but maybe the most recent experts who claimed that were the ones who were correct.
We'll do a little rain dance for that one.
Okay, all right. We good for today?
I believe so.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time.
See you later, folks.